personal foul.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man. Beantown.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 10 of the Beantown Takes podcast. I'm Jesse Almeida. I'm a Boston sports fanatic. I'm here with... Look at it. Look at this.
What's going on, guys?
We have not done a podcast in a while. He was on a little vacation, on a little break.
I was in Croatia, baby.
How was it?
It was good. Good to be back, you know. It was weird with the time difference. Couldn't really watch a whole lot of sports. I watched Pedroia's ceremony at like 3 in the morning.
Yep.
Questioned why they brought Ric Flair out.
Yeah, I know. That was amazing. I loved that.
So, yeah, like I said, the time difference was a little wonky, but I still managed to watch some things, keep up to date, but yeah. You know,
we are fun. So we are back. It's time to grind back. I've been on a little break. I gave you guys a little bit of a rebuild video. I don't know if you caught a little bit of it.
I did, but I kind of want to do my own rebuild because
I said to the viewers, we will get you a video to do a rebuild.
Okay.
Your end of the rebuild.
Because
yes.
As we'll get into the Celtics discussion, you guys will see why I want to do my own rebuild because Jesse and I differ on a certain topic. We'll get to that.
All right. There's going to be some Red Sox games coming out soon. I was going to record the Royals game that I went to, but Benintendi did not play, so
yeah.
I kind of watched that and was like, forget it.
Forget about it.
I will make sure I will catch a Philadelphia game for a video, and definitely when the Yankees come back to town, I will catch one there. I was at the Saturday game for the Yankees. That was awesome. I'm sorry, we swept you guys. I know you guys are down like in the basement right now, and you guys are...
We were 3 games back. If we swept, we would have been in first place, but nope.
Nope. You guys are bad right now. So, yeah. I'm going to have you start off with opening take, seeing that you were on your break, and now you're back. Starting right off the gate.
Right off the gate? Alright. You've been asking me about this. I told you end of June is when I would give you my decision on how I feel about the Red Sox.
Okay.
As much as I hate to say it, they're legit.
All right, yeah!
Not saying that they're legit contenders to win it all, to win the World Series, but they are legit. They are here. They are a force. And even though their pitching is not great right now, their offense is
amazing.
I don't know why it's so good.
It's
because
really
it
good.
shouldn't be this good, but it is.
Well, you got Bogarts and Devers in the All-Star game now. Devers is leading, I think, major leagues, if not the American League, definitely.
Well,
RBIs.
You also have JD isn't Verdugo technically a reserve as well?
Verdugo's not. Verdugo not yet because they don't count voting for the reserves. I believe that's like coaches, players voting, and stuff like that, and then they determine the reserves that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I would definitely think Verdugo's going to be an all-star. I would think the way he's played and his defense this year, I went to the game last Tuesday night, and he bobbled the ball, somehow recovered it, and launched it to third base and gunned him out. Huge play, saved the game. It won them the game. That was one of the talks of the night for me, that Verdugo saved the game for the Red Sox against the Royals. They swept the Yankees, like I said. They played well against good teams recently. And if you're a Red Sox fan and you are not investing in this Red Sox team yet, I have to ask you this. What are you doing? Definitely take some time, watch some games. I know they're long sometimes. We will get into that topic maybe in the offseason, but you guys have to watch this team this year. This team is legit. It's their division to lose.
Yeah, we'll see how the Rays do. We'll see if the Rays peter out without Glasnow. But because they're still neck and neck. Well, I mean, they've started tapering off. But...
Well, I mean, obviously they're neck and neck, but it's like the way the Red Sox have been playing this year it really is like their division to lose.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's their destiny to. Right now, I don't know. It's so crazy to me. So we'll get more into that.
Yep. All right. So now it's time for my opening take. I cannot wait for my opening take. I have one picture. Like I said before, we have not done we haven't done a podcast for a while, so we kind of have a lot of news to break down. But my opening take, I have one picture to describe my opening take, and I want to get your reaction to this.
Factual. Yes.
What the hell? Are you kidding me? That had to have been.
Yes.
My God, that was
terrible.
The Blues series, the Stanley Cup Final from 2019, all over again. All over again. You have Krejci against the boards, not getting any cross-checking calls. Then he ripped somebody in the groin, and it wasn't even that hard. I get that that's a penalty all day, but to not have a double minor and a 4-on-4 there, and they go on the power play and score in that Game 5, that changed your series.
Yeah, it did.
It changed it. The whole... And I'm gonna say one more thing on the Bruins. I know the refs kind of cost you the series in game, I believe it was 5. It was either 5 or 4.
No, you won Game 4.
You won Game 4? Okay, so it was...
Right? Oh, no, you lost Game 4.
You lost Game 4.
Yep.
That's the one I was talking about earlier. Then they had so many penalties called on them in Game 5, too. I was going off on Twitter saying, what the heck was that? And then Game 6, kind of the same thing. But I have to give a little bit of blame for this series loss on one person. And that's Bruce Cassidy. And you can also argue that the defense for the Bruins were not great either. But at the same time, the Bruins were kind of shorthanded on defense. So it's like, what are you going to do about that? But the reason why I'm giving Bruce Cassidy blame is because he played Tuukka Rask in Game 6 after his terrible Game 5. Now, like I said, I understand that the refs blew in that second half of the series. But when your starting goaltender does not practice, he takes some shots on net, but he doesn't participate in the actual practice, you know what that says, guys? He's not 100%. Why didn't he play Swayman in Game 5 or Game 6?
Can we go back to podcast 2, 3, or 4, whichever one's the first one that I started to play the kids in net and see what you get? Because, my God, even if you're going to lose Game 6, put the kid out there. Maybe he can catch lightning in a bottle like the Blues did with Bennington. Maybe, you know what, he gets it closer. Maybe he blows it. At least you can find out in a real game that truly matters what you have in this kid, in Swayman. Because if he pulls that game out and you go to Game 7, maybe you found a legit goaltender for the future. Because right now, Swayman's kind of a question mark right now going this offseason. I mean, I think he's legit. But my God, please, for the love of God, Cassidy, gotta go.
I'm not even...
He's gotta be in a hot seat.
I'm not even... Like, here's the thing, guys. I'm not angry that Tuukka started majority of the playoffs. He played well for the majority of the playoffs.
True.
But Game 5, he did not practice right before the game. He took I think I saw the report was 50 shots before the game. Practice happened and he didn't practice. That tells me he's not 100%.
Yes.
And in my head, you have a better chance to win with the guy that's 100%. Why aren't you playing the guy that's healthy? If he's not, it came out after the series that Tuukka was hurt, right?
Yep. That he had to get surgery, and he's not going to be able to play for the first half of the season next year.
Why are you playing him? Why do you play him? That's where I start off. Cassidy and the refs, and obviously your short end of the defense, choked you that series.
Yep.
And it's too bad because, man, I would have loved to have seen a Montreal Canadiens versus the Bruins in the Stanley Cup Final. That would have been the best Stanley Cup final we've seen in a long time.
It would have been fun. It would really
In
would have
terms
been
of
fun.
like rivalry, that would have been amazing.
Is Claude Julien still their head coach?
Yes. No, he's not.
No.
I don't
would
think
say if
so.
it was, that'd be even better. But
I mean, you can check, but
I don't think so.
I don't
but,
think so either.
But yeah, no, it would have been. It would have been a good Stanley Cup, and that's if you get by the Lightning. We'll talk like that's whatever, but it's still that would have been should have been better.
All right, so we start off with the Red Sox, and this guy has changed his mind on the Red Sox.
Yeah, don't overplay it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the battery for Boston.
All right, so finally, the Red Sox finally got my guy to buy in on this team. It took him 3 months, but he's buying in on this team, and I hate to say that. I mean, this is a good case scenario for the Red Sox because they're doing what they told fans that they were doing. They are competing while building for the future. And what more do you want from this Red Sox team right now, honestly? You want them to lose so the Yankees can be at first place. But
as a Red Sox fan, I want them to rebuild for the future better. Because the Benintendi trade, okay, works out. You don't really need him. But you still got crap in return. You got nothing. You got junk. You tell me you couldn't get... even though you got 4 prospects, I'd rather have taken 2 with one of them being a more surefire prospect.
Yeah.
Instead of Frenchie Cordero. Does he even play?
He's down in Worcester.
How's he doing in Worcester? Does he still suck in Worcester too?
I think he's doing all right.
Does he suck in Worcester?
But
just doing all right though is not good enough if you want to be an MLB caliber.
Yeah, honestly.
Because usually, like Worcester's, like AAA is where you send like people on rehab or people who like borderline suck. Yeah.
So the Red Sox are right now in first place in the East Division with a record of 51-31. They are the only team in the American League with 50 wins. They are up 3.5 on the Tampa Bay Rays. They play Oakland tonight. They swept the Yankees in New York. They lost to Houston. I forget who else they played after that, but these are the series that I'm trying to take away. I think they swept the Braves. Yes, they swept the Braves at one point.
Yep.
That's some legit competition, even though they've kind of been struggling, but that's no big deal. That team's still talented. I don't take that away from the Red Sox. They go on a little road trip. They do pretty good. They come back home against the Yankees. They sweep the Yankees again. And then they sweep the Royals, which obviously the Royals suck, but they do what they're supposed to do. Yes, I said that correctly. So, I mean, they've beaten the White Sox. They've beaten the Blue Jays. I think they should have won 2 out of 3 in Tampa when they were on the road. They've beaten good competition so far this year.
Yeah.
And they're going to face Oakland tonight. And I think the Red Sox beat Oakland in the series at Fenway in April, if I'm not mistaken. So, they've been all right. They've been doing pretty good. So, that now brings the question up. What should the Red Sox do at the trade deadline? Because it is July.
Nothing.
You think they should just stay in pat?
I only say that because your only real weakness right now is your bullpen. And with Chris Sale coming back, what you should do is you should make Chris Sale a Swiss Army knife in the bullpen. Don't start him. Because if you can put him out 4 times a week, 5 times a week, in a key pressure situation where you need to get out of an inning, I think Chris Sale could come into that. Like, if he comes in with a runner on 3rd and 2nd with 1 out, I think he can get out of that without giving up a run.
Maybe.
I think, and you can use him, like I said, you can use him like you did in the World Series as a closer. If Matt Barnes needs a night off, or you already used Matt Barnes.
Kind of like an Evaldi type role in a way.
But I think that Sale would be better at it. And I think he even said that he wants to be used as specialty utility as well.
Oh, really?
I think so. I mean, you've gotten decent starting pitching so far this year, right?
How good has this guy been?
Evaldi is like probably his best year since 15 with the Yankees.
Probably, yeah.
Eddie Rodriguez is giving you, he's a pretty serviceable 2. Pivetta, for the most part, is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, Martin Perez, not the best.
No.
And Garrett Richards, still a bum. But he's gotten better. You have to admit, he has gotten better over the year. Has gone on.
I say no to that, but with the way this offense has been,
exactly,
you can afford some bad starts from somebody.
That's what I'm saying. So if you can have, one day Garrett Richards gives up 3 in the first, bringing Chris Sale in the second, he can go the distance.
Honestly,
that's what I'm saying, because that way you can also control Chris Sale's pitch count.
Well,
because he's coming off of Tommy John.
I was honestly gonna say, this is what I was gonna say at least. See, I feel like Chris Sale, to me at least, is a bona fide starter. I say you put Chris Sale in Garrett Richards' spot, and then you move Garrett Richards to the bullpen.
Yeah, but would you trust Garrett Richards to come in a high pressure situation?
No, I'm not saying you use Garrett Richards in a key moment situation. I'm saying you use him as like a long relief pitcher, because that's how much I'm done with Garrett Richards this year.
Yeah, but
go take a look at Garrett Richards' stats right now. He's been awful. I think his last 2 starts, or the last 3 starts, or whatever, he's given up at least 5 runs, and 2 of those 3 starts, he only made it through 2 innings.
Garrett Richards' ERA right now is a 4.96.
5. So, yes.
Nick Pavetta's at a 4.43. Erod's at a 5.83.
Erod's been, he still, I still give Erod a pass, seeing the fact that he's coming off an injury. But he's been doing pretty good for the most part this year. But I am done with Garrett Richards and his lack of competitiveness, because that is not the Red Sox mentality at all. That's not how this team operates.
Yeah, you're right. All I'm saying is, I think
that face when Marwin Gonzalez has a better ERA.
He's pitched 1 inning. Calm down. He pitched 1 inning.
I'm just making a little joke.
I know.
I'm so anti Garrett Richards.
All I'm saying is, I would rather see Richards stay where he is. It's not that big of a deal. And you use Chris Sale because Chris Sale to me will fit better in the bullpen, coming out of the bullpen, than Garrett Richards would.
Eesh.
He would. Because you can't rely on him being able to pitch 70 a night right now, coming off of Tommy John.
I'm not saying Chris Sale has to go 7 innings. I'm saying...
No, 70 pitches.
70?
70.
I can give him 75.
Coming off of Tommy John, I would feel more comfortable if he just comes in and gives me 2 innings, 25, 30 pitches.
Well, let's say this, all right? Let's see how he does in his rehab. Then we can kind of make the decision of where he should be, if he should be in the bullpen or not. Because from what I've seen on Twitter and all that, he looks pretty good right now.
He does.
I've heard he's thrown he's topped out at 97?
That is crazy. That's slower than what he usually threw, though.
No, it isn't.
He used to throw 98, 99.
Well, one mile per hour slower, but
as a pitcher in the MLB, that is big.
From 97 to 98, that's kind of like in the same range, in my opinion.
But like I said, your only real help that you need is bullpen. But if you have,
I would love another outfielder. That's one thing that I would like to see.
I don't know,
and have Kike play his original position at second base.
But Kike
he's been phenomenal.
He's been just as good of a defender as you had last year.
Yes, you're right there.
He's been unbelievable in center field, and until he gives me a reason to not trust him in center field, I'm going to ride with him.
As long as the Red Sox do not give up a lot to get some help, this is what I'm going to say. And I'm going to stay consistent, because I've said this about the Bruins, and I've made this claim for the Celtics. If the team deserves help, go get them some help.
But for
this team,
what if you don't need help?
But for this situation, right? There's always a black spot somewhere on a team. I mean, like you just said, they could always use some relief help. So if they need relief help, go for it. If they feel like they need like another outfielder, go for it. If they feel like they need another left-handed bat, go for it. But don't compromise the future. That's the only thing I ask. Do not compromise the future.
Okay, so you said you want another outfielder, so I'm gonna give you a little trade scenario right now, right?
Okay.
And would you give up Michael Chavis and Connor Wong for Cedric Mullins?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. How old is Cedric Mullins again? Can you check that for me?
I do believe he is 28. I do believe
he's gonna find that for you. But if with the season he's having this year, yeah, probably. He's pulling it up for you guys right now. That guy's been amazing this year for the
26. 26, yes. lefty bat, lefty thrower.
Yep. I'd do that. Because that's really not compromising your future anyways. I mean, I don't think Connor Wong is in your future anytime soon. I mean, he is up right now, but that's only because Kevin Plawecki is hurt.
Okay. All right, so here's another one. Guy I've heard who's been on the trade block, Trey Mancini. 29. Pretty decent leadoff hitter.
That's honestly only if I'm not giving up like a key prospect.
Who would you consider? Would you consider Chavis a key prospect?
Chavis, no, because you're really not using Chavis right now, so I don't see Chavis as a prospect. But like any of the young guys down in the minors, probably not. But I mean, you guys are probably saying right now, but you just said you would trade Connor Wong and Michael Chavis for Cedric Mullins. This is different. He's 26. He's still young, and he's on a cheap contract, while Trey Mancini is kind of getting paid, and he's hitting his 30s next year. That's kind of a different case scenario right there.
Yep.
But
okay.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm getting Trey Mancini is if I'm not giving up any of my top prospects. So next thing I want to hit on the Sox before we head over to the Bruins is. We kind of mentioned it before in the starting segment. Dustin Pedroia, he got his ceremony, Pedroia Day, last Friday. And what did you think of the ceremony? Let me start off with that way.
It was weird to see Jacoby Ellsbury in a Red Sox uniform, a game against the Yankees.
Yeah! I didn't even think of that at the beginning.
That was really weird.
Yep. I loved when Ric Flair came out. I thought that was
so random.
It was random, but it was great. It was great.
So random.
He's like one of the top WWE wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, I know.
That was great.
I also did not know about the story about where they were talking about how he was in the clubhouse after I think he said he came in the Red Sox clubhouse after a game to see Pedroia because Pedroia loved him growing up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I didn't know that connection, but yeah, it was a good ceremony. Kind of surprised that they didn't retire 15.
So, yes, because I assumed you were going to ask me what I thought. I was just about to say that I was a little disappointed from the ceremony. I think him going in the Red Sox Hall of Fame, jumping those 3-year thing, I thought that was great. I thought the gifts they gave him was great. But just like David Ortiz, and David Ortiz, he didn't play his entire career with the Red Sox, guys. He played with the Twins before he came to the Red Sox. Pedroia played with the Red Sox his entire career and won 3 rings, if you want to count the 2018 World Series. I am shocked that they did not announce that in ceremonies next season that his number would be retired. I was shocked that they didn't do that for Pedroia.
It's just, you probably don't win 07.
You don't.
Or 13.
No. Nope. With his leadership in 13, you don't win in 2013.
And
his hits in 2007 and his defense in 2007, even the defense in 2013,
yeah.
You don't win it. He's done a lot for the city. He's done a lot for the organization.
And
He's done
ever
a lot.
since really he left, you've had a struggle finding the leadoff hitter. I mean, Mookie Betts stepped up for a little bit, but even so, Mookie Betts was still better as a two hitter.
Yep.
He was to me, he's probably one of the best, if not the greatest leadoff hitter in Red Sox history.
Do you think he's the greatest second baseman in Red Sox history? And if
Yeah.
Okay, so
Probably.
that to me
Probably.
made it even more. I do too.
Yeah, he's
I do too.
top 3 of an organization that's been around for 100 years.
I agree the same way, and that's why I was even surprised that they did not announce that his number would be retired, and it blew my mind. After the ceremony ended, I thought to myself, "That's it. Where's the jersey retirement announcement?"
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're gonna do something like sneaky and announce that they're retiring in the off season. But
I went to Ortiz's last game when he played his last regular season game, where they did like a ceremony for him too.
yeah,
They announced his jersey retirement
yeah,
that year. That's why I thought Pedroia was gonna get it, because they did it for Ortiz, and yes, Ortiz was obviously a better hitter and a more clutch player.
it's just more the fact that he hit nukes.
Yes.
That's all he did was hit nukes.
Yeah,
So I guess he was a fan favorite because he just hit the long ball while
but
Pedroia
also
did all
in
the dirty work.
But also in the clutchest moments. But with all the what's the word I'm looking for? Doubt that they had in that kid and the career he made.
Yeah.
I thought for sure they were announcing his number retirement that night. And then when it ended without that, I was thinking to myself, man, I'm glad I didn't waste any money on that, because tickets were expensive for that game.
Yeah, they were.
I'm glad I didn't waste my money going to that, and then I went the night before, and they still won. I was just as content.
Yeah.
That's our thoughts on the Red Sox and Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia, thank you for all you've done for the city of Boston and for the Red Sox and the Jimmy Fund organization. We start with the Bruins, and we gotta talk about the Bruins because they disappointed us.
What's up, Boston Bruins? Boston Bruins!
Oh, Bruce. The refs. The defense. Why? I thought this was our year. I mean, maybe you're not beating the Lightning because of how good the Lightning are, but come on! I wanted to be in the finals this year!
I just wanted to go to the second round against the Lightning. That game would have been so crazy. But no! We got robbed by the refs. They robbed us.
Oh,
Those bastards.
I can't believe it. They literally gave the Islanders every single call. Every single call. The Bruins would make a nice poke check at the puck. They would dive like Superman, like, whee! I got tripped. And the refs bought it. They bought every single flop the Islanders made.
I don't care about if you want to over officiate a game, go for it. I hate it, like especially in the postseason.
I hate it too.
In the postseason, just freaking suck on the just swallow the whistle and shut the fuck up, let them play. But my God, the fact if you go back and look at the penalties called, it is like night and day, and day. Once it's there were so many calling the Bruins, and the Bruins had 4 power plays all series.
It's just too bad. I mean, the Bruins were clearly the better team, without a doubt, and with all the talent that they have, they couldn't buy a call when a penalty should have been called on the Islanders. It was even blatant as day that it should have been called, and they weren't calling anything. And then, like I said, they flop, they go wee, and they get a penalty, and you're watching it, it's like, what the is going on? I couldn't believe it. What are the penalty numbers from the big losses, let's put it this way. The big losses from the Bruins. Let's do Game 4, Game 5, and Game 6, because that's kind of when this series fell through.
So, let's see. So far, I have it broken down. So far, I'm at Game 5 right now. It is 9-11 in favor of the Islanders. Closer than I thought it would be, but hold on. So this one is 4-2 in favor of the Islanders, so that's 15-11 going into Game 6. Game 6. All right, so it ended up being 16-14. But it was just
The calls tipped the game. Some of the calls that they gave the Bruins, I felt like the game was kind of already over.
yeah.
And it's like, really? You're going to give us calls now? It's like, that's a little too goddamn late.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I went to 2 games in this series. No, I honestly never do 2 games in a series. I normally do the first game they play in the series, because that's the game 1 at home is normally like the deciding point in the series for the most part. But obviously in this case it wasn't in the Capital Series either, but like normally it is. But I got it first off, before I go any further, I got a shout out to you guys, because we hit, I think, 4,000 views from the video from Game 1 of the second round against the Islanders. Did you know that?
I don't know. We hit 4K.
And we have about, I want to say 50 likes on the video. We have a ton of likes on the video. He's going to check out the number. I'm going to get the exact number for you guys right now. We're nearly at 4K. Sorry, but I'm going to give you guys the credit. We're at 4K. And, never mind. And I was way off on the likes, too. 86 likes on the video and 0 dislikes. You guys loved this video. I got to thank you guys for the love and support. And we have 28 comments, and all the comments that I saw were saying, thank you for posting this. Great video. Let's go Bees. Loving the footage. This was edited very well. And some of you guys are saying, like, you're from Alaska or, like, the Netherlands, whatever. Guys, thank you. If you guys, I got to bring out more content for you guys, because clearly you love the way I do videos, and we've got to keep this going. But let me continue. I went to that Game 1, right? Probably the greatest game I've ever been to, the greatest Bruins game, I should say, I've ever been to in a long time. It was the first night with full capacity since the pandemic. Pastrnak scores a hat trick, and Tuukka stood on his head this game. And I had the chills in my seat. And I was like, we're going to do this. I hope we win this, because this is an amazing feeling right now. And the next day, I get a text from Mike. He's literally texting me, hey, you want to go to the game too? I'm like, oh, I was just there last night. I just dropped $650 on tickets. He's like, nah, I got you. I'll help you out. I'll help you out with the majority of it. And I'm like, oh shit, sick. But I really thought we were gonna win this series, especially after that Game 1. That's the takeaway from my little rant there.
Yeah. It shows you that you're not far off. You're a couple pieces away, and you have to keep a couple pieces to keep going. You got to build off of what you got. And what Don Sweeney did at the trade deadline of getting Hall, Lazar, and Riley.
Yep.
I love Hall.
Yep.
Resign him.
Yep, I'm with that.
I want him back.
Me too.
Mike Riley, I'd bring him back. I liked him.
Yep.
I think he's good if he's your 4th or 5th defenseman.
Yeah.
he's good.
Yep.
But, towards the end, he was like your second best. That's when you're kind of weak on defense. But if he's your fourth best defender, you're golden.
Yeah.
Um,
You did not have Carlo for the majority of the series.
Yep.
You didn't have Kevin Miller either. Those are two huge pieces, and I didn't realize how huge they were until they were gone.
yeah, you really don't. So going forward, some big free agent defenders that I want. I just had the name and now it's gone.
So while you're looking that up,
Yes.
there's one thing I'm gonna say. Hall, Krejci, and somebody else, I believe, has already said they want to re-sign with you, and their next contract is not about money.
Who said that?
Taylor Hall and David Krejci.
I did not hear those comments.
So, I remember, I believe, liking it and retweeting it. I'm going on my phone as I speak, but if I'm like 90% sure on that, if that's true, man, you could do some damage this free agency.
Yeah. So you got Carlo as a restricted free agent. I'd bring him back on a good contract.
Yep.
There's Gustafsson, Eric Gustas, whatever. He's one of the Swedish guys.
Gustafson. Yep.
Plays for Montreal. 29 years old, defender, 6 feet, left shot. I'd take him.
Yep.
Alex Martinez for Vegas. I'd take him. I want somebody. Alexander Edler from Vancouver, 6'3". Give me a big body. 12 of God. Give me a big body defender. Rask, you got to bring back cheap only for the fact that he is coming back hurt. But you could do some damage.
You really can.
And, I think it's really, really, from what I've heard, is that Bergeron and Marchand want to run it back. So you're going to get them back.
Yep.
We'll just see what the price is and see if you pick up another piece or not.
Yeah, that's really the big thing is, can you get another piece? And, wow. I'm going to go quickly back to the Capitals series. I know that was a long time ago. But, man, you are so much better than this Capitals team. And I didn't even realize how better you were than this Capitals team.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, my God. And now I kind of get why they got rid of Chara, too. You do not miss Chara at all. Well, obviously you miss Chara after the injuries and all that, but man, he is a liability out there. He is slow.
Yes, he is. And you can see all the speed just going right around him.
Ugh.
They should have got moved on from him 3 years ago.
Yep, really. They would have been in a better situation. And I'm still trying to find this tweet.
That's okay.
Nah. I gotta
we gotta move on. We got Celtics.
We don't have to talk about the Celtics. They've sucked this year. We know about this team already.
I have my take I need to give to the people because the people might agree with me.
Oh, I'm not in a rush with that take because I hate
it. Is the greatest take
of
all time, folks.
I'm almost there. I promise you guys. But as I continue, I put some blame. Oh, I just found it. David Krejci on becoming a free agent next month. This tweet was on June 11th. I've thought about it a lot. I'm going to need a few weeks to think about a lot of things. I love Boston. This is my home. I just don't see myself playing anywhere else. But at this time, we'll see what happens. And he goes on to say that his next contract will not be based on money. And then Taylor Hall says he sees a fit. They feel the same way. And it's a long video. If you guys want to check it, I retweeted it. And it says this. He says the same thing, that his next contract is not based off money. So
yes, but we will see what Seattle does.
They won't. I don't think they'll be able to take either one of them.
They can, because unless the Bruins protect them.
Well, they're not going to be protected because they're free agents anyways.
They can protect free agents.
Oh, can they?
I don't know how. I don't know why. But you can protect free agents unless their last contract, which I think Krejci has, a no movement clause.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
So
okay.
Krejci can't be selected in the upcoming draft.
I don't know how the expansion draft
Or Taylor.
works,
I don't think
guys,
Taylor
so.
Hall can actually, because
I don't
Taylor
think so
Hall has
either.
a no movement clause.
Yes, so.
So technically, yeah, they can't be selected in that. But
Yeah.
and plus, I heard people were saying that like they might select like Curtis Lazar or Jeremy Lazan.
Yeah.
And I was
heard
like,
Lazan, too.
go for it, take Lazan.
Yeah, I heard Lazon too. That's
Go for it.
That's what I
Have
saw.
him,
That's what I
please.
saw in some videos. He sold
Yeah.
the game we went to.
Yeah, he did.
He sold big time.
Like, have fun with him, please take him.
And I'm glad you changed your mind on that because you're like, oh, Tuca, Swayman's next starter. I'm like, how could you put that blame on Tuca? I'm like, that blame goes all to Lazon. He really sold.
You should have played with Swayman.
Nah, it was a 2-1-0. I don't
Give
put
it to
Tuca.
Swayman.
I don't give Tuca to
Swayman would have saved it.
Swayman. Well, I'll tell you
My
right.
last thing on Swayman, sign him long term, cheap money now. Because if he goes on to
Because he's gonna start next season.
and they might tap him to be the USA goalie.
Oh wow.
The USA, yeah, because he's American. So, I mean, I don't know whether I haven't heard of a whole lot of other American goalies that are out there.
Huh.
So if he gets tapped for that, plays really good, you could be screwed because a lot of teams are gonna start paying top dollar for him if he starts showing that he's true world class talent.
I did not know he was gonna be in the Olympics. If he does, and he does great, good for him. You better lock him up.
I would lock him up now before he starts getting expensive.
And this is the last thing. I know we've had 2 long segments with the Red Sox, but like I said, we haven't covered news in a long time. I put some of the blame from the Islanders series on Bruce Cassidy, too.
Yes, because Barry Trotz, great coach,
Yep.
had the balls to pull his goalie first round,
Yep.
who was a Vezina Trophy, should have been a Vezina Trophy finalist.
Yep.
Pulls him, puts in the rookie.
Yep.
Rookie plays, they win.
Yep.
Rookie first game, blows it, pull him, put the other guy back in.
Yep.
Bruce Cassidy, yep. Couldn't do it.
Yep.
No shakeup.
I
No guts, no
don't,
glory.
I don't blame him for having Tuca play Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, or even Game 4. I blame him for playing Tuca in Game 5 and Game 6, however.
Yes.
Because Tuca was not 100% in both of those games. Why aren't you playing the healthier guy? You have a better chance at winning with the healthier guy in net. I don't get it. I don't know why. That should have been a no-brainer decision, and they choked it away.
Yeah.
So that's it on the Bruins. We get on the Celtics. I'm not excited for it because I already know one of his takes, and I completely disagree with it.
Well, I've been a fan of Boston Celtics for, my whole life pretty much.
First Celtics game was back when I was like 7.
The Boston Celtics became legendary.
So the Celtics season ended as well.
About damn time.
Thank God, because I was done watching this team this year, and they've made some moves already to fix the team,
I like him.
and I like them so far.
To me, the head coaching was under what I expected from them.
I mean, I kind of did too, but it's like
I understand he's a brainy guy and he's tough and he's got a connection with Brown and Tatum.
and
But,
smart.
I really was hoping for like a big name like Rick Carlisle.
I know you were.
I would have loved Rick Carlisle to come back.
Honestly, for me,
John Cal
Yep.
from Kentucky.
Yep.
Somebody like that, but
For me, at least, this is what I wanted as a coach. I wanted Brown and Tatum to be like, this is the guy that I want. And that's what I'm assuming they did. Obviously, he has connections with them from Team USA. He's been an assistant coach for Popovich
yeah, I do
The
like that
Nets?
part. Yep.
and the Sixers. So you know what? I'm cool with it. I'm absolutely cool with it. And you and I both said it before the season ended. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens were on the hot seat.
Yeah, we did.
I think he got fired, this guy. I don't think
they
it was
got
a mutual
fired
agreement.
without firing him.
Yes. So when they say, like, they've agreed to part ways or, like, somebody's resigning, they have some prior knowledge to what's going on. I really don't care what they say. Like, maybe it's true that he wants to spend more time with family. Maybe it is. But it was time to make a change in the front office, and it's clear as day that the players gave up on Brad Stevens. It was time for a coaching change, and first day they got eliminated, they did that. They got rid of them both.
Yeah.
I was very shocked it was that soon.
Well, they didn't really get rid of Brad. He's technically now the GM or Vice President of Basketball Operations, whatever the hell the term is in basketball.
And I don't believe that he was their first choice either.
No, but he's better than some of the people. Like, I'd rather him over the guy that Mavs got.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that guy's just a Nike. I mean, I know Mark Cuban probably does all the stuff anyways, like Jerry Jones does with the Cowboys.
Yep.
But I don't know. At least Brad has some basketball sense. And you know what? I liked his first move.
Yeah, I did too. His first move, getting rid of Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker, you know, great player. Well, big expectations. Didn't really live up to him that much. Not a fan that I like Al Horford coming back. Don't like the contract Al Horford's on.
I don't either for the first year. I don't like Al Horford's contract this year coming up. But the following year, hell yeah, I love it. 13 million, something around there. Is the minimum that you have to pay him because his contract's non-guaranteed for the 28 million. Oh yeah, I'm all for his contract because you could literally waive him and you only give up 14 million of his contract. And then if he wants to stick around and sign a cheaper contract with you, oh yeah, I'm so in on of Al Horford coming back. And Moses Brown too. That kid can play, and he's giving you something that you haven't had in a long time, and that's height. He's 7'2", and he averages like 9 rebounds a game. Imagine him with Al Horford off the bench. That's gonna be nuts. That's gonna be nutty.
Yeah, it is.
And then Robert Williams is gonna be your 5. Who's gonna be your 4?
Al Horford?
No, I mean for starting. Are they gonna? You think they're gonna have Horford start at the 4?
Who else? I mean, no, unless you move Tatum to 4, Fournier to 3, Brown to 2.
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking. Yes. Sorry about that. My brain went dead.
Smart. Technically, you're 1.
Yep. But I still think, however, the Celtics should not be done.
Yeah, you're right. They shouldn't be done. They shouldn't be done. Because you know who they should get?
Let's not go there, but like...
What do you mean not go there? That's my take.
So right now, I'm Kemba Walker, you're Marcus Smart, and I'm Kemba Walker thinking, why the hell do you want that guy on this team?
Because he gives you what you need to get over the hump.
But he's a liability. He's a huge liability on that team. He'd be a huge
Have you not seen the videos of him working out this offseason already?
That's not this season.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
Dude
it does
shoot.
matter.
He can still shoot.
This guy right here.
I want Ben Simmons.
No way.
Give me
Hell
Ben Simmons.
No. Not for the contract that he has and the scaredness of his shooting. I will take anybody else. I will take 40-year-old Rondo back over that guy. I swear to God. I will take Rondo back over that guy.
Ben Simmons is what you need. He is the missing piece.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm telling you, no.
If you look up, we talked about this.
He is the softest player in the NBA.
If you look up Rondo's numbers when he became the starting point guard to the Big Three leaving, he is what Ben Simmons was. The exact same. Every stat is the same, except Ben Simmons has more rebounds and more assists.
But Rondo's not afraid to shoot the ball. Ben Simmons is, and he's.
But we don't need a shooter.
I'm not saying you need a shooter. I'm saying this. You need somebody who can shoot the ball. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you need somebody who is able to shoot the ball. Ben Simmons cannot shoot the ball. He can't shoot free throws, so they're going to hack a foul him in the third and the beginning of the fourth quarter to come back because of his scaredness to shoot.
I want a point guard who will not put up a single shot a night.
Oh my God.
Unless, I mean, if you want to count driving as technically a shot, I don't. I mean, I don't count layups or dunks as shots, but the NBA does.
I want somebody.
But I don't want a point guard that doesn't give up, who doesn't shoot the ball except for those. Unless there's somebody like Dame Lillard or Steph Curry, who is a proven 40 points a year scorer.
This is what I'm saying. Give me somebody who averages 15 points, who shoots it like a 50% from the mid-range, who can clearly shoot the free throw, so they're not a liability, but also give me like 8 assists a night. That's what I'm asking for. Not, if you guys watch any of the Sixers games from the postseason, that dude literally passed up a wide open layup.
He is the best.
Who does that?
He is the best defending guard in the league.
That doesn't matter.
You need
to me,
defense.
That does not matter.
You need defense with height. Marcus Smart is your best defender right now, and he's 6'4". What is he gonna do when he has to go up and body Giannis? He can't anymore.
He's not gonna be on Giannis. Tatum's gonna be on Giannis.
Tatum doesn't have the defense. He's not that good defensively.
What do you mean he's not good defensively? He was pretty decent this year.
Ben Simmons is a top 5 defender in the league. He is all NBA defense every year. Every year.
He needs a shot. He needs a decent shot before.
You can develop that.
But can you develop the mental state of mind for him to shoot?
Yes, because it's the environment. It's the environment that you have around him.
I don't know.
You need to put him in an environment that allows him to be able to be himself and shoot.
Not according to everything that I've heard about Ben Simmons and the type of person he is and how stubborn of a guy he is, and that he's pretty much a wuss.
No.
He's pretty much the P word that I can't say on YouTube.
No.
Yes, he is. I'm telling you right now.
All right, so when we do this rebuild, first thing I'm gonna do is get Ben Simmons on the team, and then show you guys what the Celtics are gonna do. Because I guarantee you the Celtics will win more games with Ben Simmons in the rebuild.
No.
And win the chip with Ben Simmons.
I'm gonna say I don't care about how many games you win in the regular season. I care about if you getting to the chip. He does not take you to the chip.
He does.
He does not.
He really.
He's not taking him to the chip with the Sixers and all their shooters they got with Seth Curry and Matisse Thybulle and all of them.
If you can have Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum, you can go to the chip. Every year.
Nope.
Every year.
No way. No. I'm not giving up that cap flexibility for a guy who's literally scared shitless to make a big play.
Okay, what happens if he does? If you do make that trade and you go to the final with that big 3?
What if Kyrie Irving stayed with the Celtics and he brought Kevin Durant and all that? We could play this what if game all day long.
What I'm saying, would you still if he does that year 1? Would you still be afraid of the cap flexibility for the next 4 years?
That's a big if. That's a big risk for you
to
take.
I'm asking you, would you still be afraid of the cap flexibility for the next 4 years if you can do that year 1?
No, but it's a big if. You're still taking a... No, your question should really be if it's proven that he does improve with his state of mind for shooting the ball. Not if.
Yeah, but once he does that, then it's gonna go up and you have to trade Brown or Tatum to get him.
Well,
you gotta do it now when it's cheap. You can get more. You can trade less to get him.
And now I'm gonna play the what if game. What if he doesn't do that?
Then he's being wasted in Philly and should be saved.
I'm talking about I'm saying if you do trade for Ben Simmons.
Okay.
And he's the same guy.
That's what I want.
Oh
I don't need him to develop a shot. I told you I don't need him to develop a shot.
How did that work out with Tristan Thompson this year?
Tristan Thompson isn't a point guard. He isn't athletic.
Yeah, but he's like a facilitator.
No, he's not. What kind of? But he's not a facilitator in our offense. We don't run the triangle. We're not the 08, 09 Lakers with Phil Jackson. We're not the Chicago Bulls with Dennis Rodman.
We shouldn't be an iso ball team either because
Ben Simmons will make us not an iso ball team because Ben Simmons will pass the ball and drive and kick out and pass up, give the shot to somebody who can actually shoot.
Pull up NBA free agents. I'll tell you every single free agent coming up this season who I'd rather have for one season over Ben Simmons. Don't know with it.
No. Free agents.
So while he's doing that, I'm gonna
for what year? 2022.
Yep.
Because that's when they really start getting money.
Okay, no. The year coming. No, the year coming up, and then we'll go into the next season.
Well, we don't have money to spend this year.
Yeah, but you have like mid-level exceptions, though.
None of the guys you're gonna get for middle. Okay, best player you can get for middle-level extension is re-signing Evan Fournier.
Well, that's kind of I think he's gonna make $10 million, something like that. Well, you have bird rights on him though.
Okay, so yeah, but if a team goes to sign him for a crazy amount of money and you go to match that for the bird rights, then you're even deeper into debt the next year.
Well, you don't sign him for over $15 million or whatever.
But if a team signs him but if a team overpays him,
then you're gonna lose him. Then you got to use it on somebody else. And you like you just said, we don't need any more scorers. So, let's see. We got Derrick Rose, who I would like to see. My buddy Sean said the same thing on that. Patty Mills off the bench, I'd like to see. Keep scrolling. I wonder if you can. Avery Bradley would be nice coming back.
no.
What do you mean no? He's literally
He's not what you think he is anymore. He's garbage. He can't shoot anymore. He's slow as hell. No.
Spencer Dinwiddie would be nice.
Spencer Dinwiddie's going to sign for crazy money.
No,
There's a team that's going to pay him.
After having an injury this year? You
There's,
think so?
There's a team that will give him that contract because he will come back. A team that needs a point guard who truly...
I take Reggie Jackson, who just had a good postseason.
He's going to get stupid money too. He's going to get stupid money.
Let's see. I think Goran Dragic's not going to get paid as much as he does now. I would like to see them get Dragic.
Dragic can't shoot.
Yes, he can.
Not anymore. Dude, he's 30. He's going to be 35, 36.
Okay, you only need him for 1 year. You only need him for 1 year. And then you have cap flexibility the next year to revamp your roster.
So you can just muddle around with a 1 year deal for somebody that sucks?
He don't suck.
He's not as...
He helps more than Ben Simmons does. He got
ready.
No.
You said it. We're gonna go figure this out. We're gonna go by WAR. Wins above replacement.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken.
Player efficiency. We'll go by player efficiency. Ben Simmons, 15.4. Which is stupid low in my opinion, but hey, 15.4 player efficiency. Who'd you say, Goran Dragic?
Yep.
Was he on the Heat?
Yep. Watch it be closer than Ben.
10.
That's closer than you thought it was.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I thought Ben Simmons would be higher.
So, in other words, yeah, you thought it'd be much more lopsided. He's only 4 points player efficiency lower than Ben Simmons.
He only gives you 3 assists a night.
How many games did he play this season? Oh, that's even in the playoffs, too.
Oh, why the... Alright, so that's why Ben Simmons was so low. 13 in the regular season. Ben Simmons in the postseason was more efficient than Goran Dragic was in the regular season.
Okay, let's see Ben Simmons' player efficiency in the regular season now.
Yeah, something stupid like in the 20s. I'm going to make you eat your words.
I'm not eating my words.
18.3.
Pretty much the same difference.
No.
Yeah?
Ben Simmons went up and Goran Dragic went down.
No, because Goran Dragic had an 11-player efficiency rating in the postseason, and he had 13 in the regular season.
Yeah, okay. I forgot. I thought it went the other way.
So I'm still not eating my words, guys. It's still the
Ben
same
Simmons-
difference.
I'm telling you.
No. Absolutely not.
I'm telling you. Ben Simmons, better.
I'd rather have the Goran Dragic for the 1 year and then have free agency the next season with the cap flexibility. That's what I would do. And I am going to say, too, that Marcus Smart still needs to go. I still think Marcus
We agree
Smart
on
needs to
that,
go.
okay? We'll agree on that.
We will agree on that. I still think Marcus Smart needs to go, but I unfortunately think they are going to keep him because of what Udoka said. Udoka said that what Marcus Smart brings to the Celtics is I forget what it was. Invaluable. Meaning
that means not valuable.
No. How did he put it? He put it as like is too much value to the team. That's how he put it.
I don't know.
I'm like, I'm thinking, are you kidding me?
What are you
I'm like,
smoking,
this guy's
buddy?
gonna be here next year.
What are you smoking, buddy?
And apparently Marcus Smart was a part of the coaching signing too, like deciding like who's the next guy to bring in. They are really gonna keep this guy. Can you believe it? They're gonna keep this guy on the roster next year. It's unbelievable. And then we're gonna wrap up the Celtics with honestly, I don't condone anybody throwing things at players or whatever, but man, I absolutely hate this guy with a passion. Did you see the funny joke that I sent to you about the game 1 when Kyrie Irving out on his period?
Yes, that was funny.
This guy is a lunatic. He literally calls the city of Boston racist, which, yes, Boston does have a past history, a bad history in terms of racism and all that. Yes, they do. But they've been better, and we still need to improve. I will say that. However, when you say let's not make this about race and keep it strictly basketball, when you stomp on this logo, right, pretty much disrespecting the organization and the city of Boston, because we have some true diehard Celtic fans in the city, that's taking it farther than basketball. And like I said, I don't condone any type of violence or whatever, but man, you deserve to get so much hate after you did that.
Yes.
I absolutely hate this guy with a passion, and honestly, I'd rather be, yes, he's a good talent, but I'm glad we don't have this guy no more. I'm really glad we don't have this guy no more. That guy should really end his career, honestly, with the reputation he's been having for the last couple of years in the league.
I heard that they want to trade him, too.
I heard that, too. I heard that they're willing to listen to trades. And if he gets traded, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Me too.
Because that's what he absolutely deserves. And I'm going to say this, too.
Would you take him back? Just so that way the Nets don't have a big 3? And then we can not have the discussion of who's the point guard for the Celtics.
Oh, God.
Between Marcus Smart or Ben Simmons.
I don't know. I take him back for the talent. That's really it. But other than that, keep him away from this goddamn team. I don't need him on this team for damn sure.
I don't need him.
I don't need him. I don't want him.
Oh, goodness.
I can't believe it. He was one of my favorite players, too. And then he just turned out to be this complete diva douchebag. I should have went upstairs and grabbed my Kyrie as a douche shirt for this segment. That's how much I absolutely hate this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, now we're gonna go on to Patriots.
Yep, and they kind of have a situation on their hands right now, and
Situation.
yes, they do. Yep.
How far have they gone?
Michael, watch. Are you ready for some football?
I love the Patriots.
So, Patriots have started mandatory camps, and their season is about to get underway. And so far, I'm starting to get a little kind of,
You coming back down to earth?
No, I still think they're gonna have a winning record, but I don't like the direction that Stephon Gilmore has been taking this so far.
You mean the second worst player on your defense last year?
I mean, if that's how you want to put it.
That's how
Yeah.
Pro Football Focus is putting it.
It's just like,
Sorry, not on your team last year, but he was your worst player that's returning as a defensive starter.
like, honestly, I get, like, you are becoming a free agent and all that, but really, after we do all of these moves, we really improve our roster, fill some holes that we needed to fill after last season. Why are you doing this now? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, he did not report to mandatory camps, and the rumor has it that he's sitting out the season because of his contract situation.
Let him sit out.
And honestly, it's just like at this point, after Mike just showed me the numbers, make this a proven season for yourself. Like he just said, he wasn't that good last year.
He scored out of your returning cornerbacks between him, J.C. Jackson, and Jonathan Jones. Stephon Gilmore was the third ranked corner in that group. Jonathan Jones led it with 80.7. J.C. Jackson 69.5. Stephon Gilmore 61.
Like, don't get me wrong, we understand how great Stephon Gilmore can be.
Can be, but I don't know.
He hasn't been good he wasn't good last year.
No.
So it's just like, why are you really complaining about your contract now after a bad season last year? Make this a season where you prove the doubters wrong, and then you go into free agency saying, okay, hand me my bag. I proved to you guys that I'm a top corner in the league. I mean, like I said, he can be a top corner in the league, but after the season he had last year, he definitely didn't show it.
He's showing his age of what he's showing.
Yes.
He's too old to play cornerback. He'd be better as to move him into a safety position because you don't need the speed with the outside guys. Like, hold on. I want to pull up their schedule again this year because if you're playing some teams who have absolute burner receivers, you're gonna be screwed. Let's see who you're playing. So far, looks like you don't really have. Can't really think. Buffalo's gonna be tough. Stephon Diggs will blow right by him.
Oh, they're not winning any of those games against Buffalo, anyways.
Miami's got some speed guys out there. Jalen Waddle runs a 4.3. Stephon Gilmore can't cover him.
How about Tennessee now? The fact that they got
A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. You're not going to recover that. Dallas. As much as Dallas sucks, they have pretty good wide receivers.
Okay, you're still beating the Cowboys.
Well, okay, but I'm just saying, Stephon Gilmore is not going to be able to lock up like he used to.
He's not even playing this year.
But I'm saying if he were to.
Oh, if he were to.
Yeah. So if you're asking for more money and you're not going to be able to lock up, like, all right, you got New Orleans. He can't cover Michael Thomas. You're playing Tampa Bay. Who's he going to cover? Mike Evans or Chris Godwin? Because either one's going to beat you.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is why he's taking the wrong approach to his contract. This should be a year where...
Yes, exactly.
He's
show up and show what you can do.
Yes. And
Yes.
be like, yes, I can lock these guys down. That's what he should be doing right now.
He should be.
but he's not. So where does the Patriots go from here? And he said he wants to stay in New England. I just don't get his mindset right now. And it's like, we have a new kid here in Mac Jones. We have Cam Newton here who's trying to get himself back in the league. And he already got hurt in mandatory camps. But he's still trying to make himself a comeback in this league. It's just not a good look for Gilmore at all.
Nope. Not at all.
And now that brings us to Cam Newton, for me at least, that brings us to Cam Newton getting hurt in mandatory practice. Here we go. This is why we're saying Mac Jones should be week 1 starter.
I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that. So you're saying Cam Newton should be week 1?
Nah, I'd rather sit him. I kid you not. This offense is.
You're one of those people.
This offense is built for Stidham.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This.
I think Stidham blows.
If you watch Stidham in college, his game is.
Yeah, college is way different than the NFL.
But the offense that was built around him at Auburn is meant to pass the ball. This offense is now built to pass the ball because you now have tight ends and you now have receivers.
And Mac Jones is a passing quarterback, so that's why.
But Mac Jones doesn't he's a rookie. He doesn't know how to read defenses.
Okay.
Stidham at least has 3 years.
So Justin Fields is a rookie too.
Should
he be the number 1 starter on that team?
He's not.
What do you mean he's
not? It's
still
Andy Dalton.
That's just stupid.
No, because it's until Justin Fields can actually prove it you'll see in preseason. If he can show it off in preseason, then he'll be week 1 starter. But right now, Andy Dalton's still taking first team reps.
That is ridiculous.
Unless it's someone like Trevor Lawrence,
who they didn't even have a quarterback. But go ahead.
What do you mean?
They didn't have a good quarterback last year.
I'd rather take Minshew over Cam Newton.
No, I wouldn't.
At least Minshew can throw the ball.
I honestly wouldn't. But Minshew hasn't shown anything in this league to me. That's why I wouldn't take him over Newton. But I don't know. I think Mac Jones should be week 1 starter. But I still know that Cam Newton is going to be the week 1 starter. It's too bad. But again, this year, Cam, no excuses. No excuses. And you're already off to the wrong start, too. You already got hurt at one point.
I'm telling you, they will be lucky to win 7 games. I don't care how many free agents they sign. Your quarterback play is going to handicap you. Between Cam Newton sucking and Mac Jones being a rookie, you're going to be handicapped. It's just plain and simple. You're going to be handicapped by that factor. Until you can bring somebody in, I'm not saying bring in a top 5 quarterback, they'll bring in Aaron Rodgers, but honestly, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick would have given you this team would probably give you more wins than Cam Newton or Mac Jones.
I would have loved to have seen Fitzpatrick.
Because right now, the problem is that you have 2 quarterbacks who are opposite skill-wise.
You made this argument last podcast.
Yes, exactly.
A long time ago.
You can't have 2 different style quarterbacks. When you know what direction you want to go with your offense, like what the Ravens do with Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
They want to be able to run the ball, throw the ball. What do? Behind Lamar Jackson, they got RG3, who can run the ball and throw the ball. He's not as fast, not as accurate as Lamar Jackson, but he at least
Lamar Jackson is not an accurate thrower. Let's not start that argument.
But RG3, he's older. So, but what I'm saying is that when he goes in there, they can still run the same playbook because he still has the same skill set. Cam Newton likes to tuck in and run. He likes to do the read option, RPOs. Mac Jones, you can't do that, Mac Jones. He doesn't have the speed.
I definitely didn't think they should have brought Cam Newton back. I'm not disagreeing with you with that.
So that's why I'm saying I'd rather have Stidham start week 1 because you can build a pro-throwing offense, and you can have Mac Jones step into that. Because like you said, that's what Mac Jones is.
I would rather give Mac Jones the start and give him the keys right away. I mean,
what happens if week 1? So first 4 weeks, you have a very besides maybe the Jets, but first 3 or 4 is pretty tough. Miami,
You're home for that. You're winning that game.
Miami's much better. Brian Flores will outcoach Bill Belichick in this game.
I doubt that.
You get the Jets, which
You're winning that.
you should win that. Then you have New Orleans. Even without Drew Brees, they're still a good team. Good defensive team. Then you have Tampa Bay.
I think they go 2-2 there with Mac Jones. What do you mean?
You're smoking crack.
I don't take anybody seriously who says Trevor Lawrence is already a better quarterback than Tom Brady.
Right now, would you take Trevor Lawrence or Tom Brady? Right now.
Tom Brady. I'd take Tom Brady. Absolutely. Yes, I would.
You take 43-year-old Tom Brady over the football Jesus and
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I hope week 17 when you play Jacksonville, I hope Trevor Lawrence drops 60 on you.
I
hope he goes 6-0 and Trevor Lawrence just destroys the Patriots.
He's only gonna give 2 touchdowns if that. He's only gonna score 14 points if that. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but right now with the way Cam Newton plays, 14 points will still win you a game because Cam Newton sucks.
Yeah, well, maybe Mac Jones will be started by then.
We'll see, but I don't know. Bill likes Cam Newton. Bill likes Cam Newton.
If the fans keep, I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna say that because Bill Belichick is a d-bag himself, and he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. So maybe he will still play Cam Newton by then. Who the hell knows? But even if they do hit 14 points and win the game, that still shows me nothing about Trevor Lawrence. That doesn't show me jack. It don't.
What are you smoking too? I need someone whatever the fuck you're smoking.
If the game ends with Jacksonville winning 14-10, that shows me nothing.
Oh, well.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that doesn't show me anything about Lawrence.
He's still the first rookie quarterback to beat. No, what is he now? Would he be the second rookie now to beat Bill Belichick? Because
the player beat a coach. Wow.
No, but I'm saying Bill Belichick has never lost to a rookie ever in his career. Ever. I think last year he might have lost.
Yeah, I was about to say he had to have lost last year.
I think last year he lost.
Tua? Yeah, you lost to Tua.
I don't know if Tua started week 17. The starter week 17 though.
I thought he did, but yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Was it him or Fitzpatrick?
It was him.
Because I thought they played Fitzpatrick in that.
It was him. I swear to you, it was Tua last year. 17. It was.
Oh, hit the wrong thing.
Come on now.
I should be a pro at this.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I guess Tua was the. The quarterback. So Tua's the only, Tua's the only quarterback to beat. Win probability 99.
Well, we could honestly go back and honestly find it. I would.
That was the first time ever.
Was it?
Yeah, no. It's literally was a proven thing that there was no rookie quarterback to ever beat Bill Belichick in the history of Bill Belichick head coaching. Even as the defensive assistant with the Giants, never has he ever lost to a rookie quarterback until Tua.
So that would even if it was by even if he scored 2 touchdowns and did nothing the rest of the game, that would prove something to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he can beat a Bill Belichick scheme defense, especially with right now when people are saying that might be one of Bill's best defenses because he spent so much money on all these players, on all these top free agents.
Okay. Now I'll hold you by that, but
especially if Lawrence can go out,
anyways. But
especially if Lawrence can go out there and really ball, if he can really drop big.
Well, at that point, we'll know what type of player Trevor Lawrence is going to be because
it's
week 17. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll give you that. All right. I'll give you that, but we should do a rebuild for the Patriots soon.
Once Madden 22 drops.
Oh yeah, this is true. Yes, once Madden 22 drops.
So we can get the update.
Yep.
The updated and all that.
All right.
But telling you, Trevor Lawrence, Lawrence, number 1.
Ooh, We had a long podcast. It's time to finish this up.
Thank God.
I know, right? All right, so I'm going to start the wrap up like this. I still say no to Ben Simmons. I still say no to Ben Simmons. Next time he is here, actually, no, next time you'll be here at the house, it will be the 4th, and we're not recording on the 4th of July, so the next time you come here, we will do a rebuild video for the Celtics, and we'll see what you do for the Celtics.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I got a lot to do. I gotta get this house ready for a party on Sunday.
I know.
You just busted my balls, I know, as you normally do. Things that surprised you in general from this podcast, like going back, like or anything that stuck out to you from the news that happened, or like from our website or anything.
Say Josh Gordon filing for reinstatement in the NFL.
Oh, Jesus.
After being suspended for the 1,000th time.
Oh, my God.
Smoking weed.
Is he coming back to the Patriots?
I would take Josh Gordon.
I would take him, too, yeah.
I would take what
honestly,
you got.
Honestly, that would help your wide receiving core out.
He'd be the best wide receiver you had.
Yeah, right?
No, so... No, I mean, news over the... Nothing really stuck out. That's...
One thing that stuck out is that you changed your mind on the Red Sox.
All right. Well, let's not get carried away. Let's not overplay that too much.
I am, because that's just shocking for me, at least, with you, a Yankee fan, saying, like...
All I'm saying is I bought in and said that they're a legit team. Not saying I'm rooting for them or anything.
I'm not saying...
Don't go crazy on me.
I'm not saying that you're rooting for them.
But, yeah,
the Yankees.
I've bought in to them thinking that they are a legit threat.
That's what I'm saying.
They've played 3 solid months of baseball and show that they can hang with the big dogs.
Yep.
And that they can beat teams that have better rosters than they do.
Yep.
So, and like I said, and you're getting Chris Sale back.
Yep. That always helps you out.
That is
How about the fact that we hit 86 likes on that video? And almost 4K views.
That's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
I know.
That was something you looked at me like,
also,
what?
I think you also grew like 15 followers.
Yeah, we hit like 117 subscribers.
Yeah, you went from like 95 to 117. So.
Yeah, it was a big leap.
Yeah, it was huge.
So I guess I need to go to like top tier games or whatever in order to get these big views. But.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Dang. So on that note, our Venmo is down below. Anything helps us, you guys.
Honestly.
Oh man. Yeah, just.
So the NFL has the sit out again. So they have the thing where for COVID rise, people can sit out, and opt out for the year.
Okay.
They won't get paid like they did last year. They won't make the $300,000 stipend.
Okay.
Could you possibly see Gilmore going on that list?
Yeah.
So he doesn't get fined.
Yeah.
But then he won't get this pay boost. Like once you go on the list, you can't play.
That's the risk he's gonna take.
Because people were saying that Rodgers might do that too. If they don't deal him.
If that's the risk he's willing to take to get a big payday next offseason, yeah, I think he would do it.
People are saying that Aaron Rodgers might do that just because he doesn't want to play.
Oh wow. Damn, that's tough. That's
when you know
That's tough.
That's when you know they want him gone.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
That really is bad luck. I'd rather be the Patriots right now than Green Bay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then who knows what Devontae Adams is gonna want after Aaron Rodgers goes or whatever. He'd probably be gone next.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh man.
I'm telling you. Don't sleep on Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not sleeping on him, but I don't think he's going to be great off the start as you do.
I think he's
going to be okay, but I don't think he's going to be as good as you say he's going to be.
I think he's going to be
We'll see. We will see. Kyrie, I can't stand that guy. That's another thing we can take away from this podcast.
Yep. Marcus Smart, gotta go.
Refs, got
refs blow.
Refs blow in the NHL. It was the refs and the Islanders versus the Bruins.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. You got any hot take questions or no?
No.
No.
I don't think I got anything in my
okay.
bag.
All right.
I don't know. Do you have any?
I do actually.
Oh shoot.
MLB draft's coming up.
I think you get Kumar Rocker.
I'll take that.
At 4 it will either be Rocker or later.
Yep. Can you believe how much he lowered? He fell. Yeah. I didn't think they'd have a chance at him. I really thought he was gonna go 1, 2, or 3.
Yep. And then Vanderbilt kind of collapsed.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe right now if you're new. You guys know what to do. Go check out our website down below and our Venmo account down there. Anything helps us out, you guys. On that note, it's been Jesse.
It's been Mike.
And we're gone. Later, guys.
Beantown.
Beantown.
Beantown.